Welcome back into Daytime Alabama. We hear a lot about dyslexia, but there's new advances that are being done, and including right here in our own town. Joining me right now is Michelle Gavan from Learning RX. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it. Learning RX is not a tutoring program. No. This is about brain training, and it's really kind of amazing that patients with dyslexia or people with dyslexia actually benefit from this, right?
Oh, most certainly. Yes, definitely. Actually, the primary learning disability that our company was founded to work with is dyslexia.
In fact, the owner of the company?
Yes, the owner of the company. Yes, the founder of Learning RX, Dr. Ken Gibson, overcame dyslexia with these procedures that he and his brother developed.
Wow.
And so he wanted to share this with the world, and I want to share it with Birmingham.
Because what's being learned about dyslexia is that it's not like a learning disability, it's more of connectivity within the brain, right?
Yeah.
We hear about it in terms of, swapping letters a lot, but it's so much more than that.
Yes, it is. And basically what's happening is that there are several parts of the brain that should be wired to normally communicate with each other really well. Mm-hmm. But they are not. Those would include auditory processing, visual processing, short-term memory, logic and reasoning, and comprehension. And so those parts of the brain that manage those functions are supposed to just, communicate just as you and I are.
Right.
Well, what happens is there may be a weak connection, or there may be an absence of a connection between these different parts of the brain. What our training does is build those connections or strengthen those connections.
Because like when you're weight training.
Correct.
With working out your muscles, the brain is similar. Yeah.
The brain is quite similar. I like to call our program P90X for the brain.
I love that.
Okay.
And you have a great success story of a young man who was trying to get into college. He actually had a scholarship, but his test scores weren't high enough.
Wow, he had several scholarships. He was a star athlete, star basketball player here in town, and he had the grades, but he could not score high enough on the ACT to be able to qualify under NCAA standards.
To be accepted.
To be accepted at the various universities that were offering scholarships to him.
And he suffered from dyslexia.
Yes, he
did.
You
worked with him.
Yes, we did. And we worked with him for about a year. Right. And he was in his 20s when he came to us.
Wow.
And so now he's at Stillman College.
That's awesome. That's great.
And he's doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing a great job.
That's great. I know you have lots of success stories like that. For people to want to learn more information, you can go online, learningrx.com. Is that
Correct.
the website? And there's actually a little test that you can take to kind of see the approach, get a better understanding of how this is done. Michelle, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
It's fascinating. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and stay with us. Daytime Alabama continues right after this.